Now children, we take up the job application. Your number of questions as far as letter writing have concerned, they have reduced. You just have job application. And trust me, it's just like going ready with a question. It's just like as if the paper has been disclosed to you beforehand. No? Now, when we talk about job application, now the application of a job, which you actually also need when you'll complete your qualification and you'll be looking for a job, you will need this application. Now, what are all the things that you need to keep in mind when you're writing your job application? In response to your advertisements, you begin by writing as to what is the source. From where have you got to know about this vacancy? So in the beginning, you mention about that, either through newspaper or through a website, or what has been the source of your this news that there's a vacancy. I wish to offer my candidature for your consideration, or the second option, I would like to apply for the post of dash in your organization, or the other one. This is with reference to your advertisement for the post of. Be polite and formal. This is a formal letter. So the language needs to be very formal, correct. No spelling mistakes, no grammatical errors. Be brief and concise. Don't just go on elaborating upon points. Frame the letter according to the job profile. Now that's very important. Whatever the kind of job that you are applying for, your letter should be in accordance. Do not boast about your abilities or make any false claim about your qualification. There's a big no-no to it. Even in your real life, even later on when you'll be actually applying for your jobs, make sure that you don't do this. Don't make any false claims. Sooner or later, they are disclosed and that leads to a lot of dissatisfaction. I mean, it's quite bad. Now, I have these certain points for this cover letter. Some language, because job application is something which you're going to prepare it beforehand with just slight changes here and there. Most of the matter of the job application remains the same. There are not many changes in that. Now, salutation, then there's this first paragraph. See, there are these 2-3 options. Any one of these you could adopt. I wish to present my I wish to present my profile for the post. Wait. I wish to present my profile. Present my profile for the available position of whatever the question is. You could mention that out here, which was advertised in the Times of India, dated. You need to tell them on which date you had seen about the vacancy. Or the other option you could have is, I wish to offer my candidature for the position of dash advertised in Times of India, dated. And then you mention the date. Third option. This is with reference to the advertisement in the Times of India, dated March 2, 2022 for the post of this in your company. I wish to apply for the same. So you have 3 options. Out of these 3, pick up one and stick to that one. Don't just think, like suppose you're practicing, you want to practice about 2 to 3 job applications at a stretch. So once you practice this particular beginning, second time is this beginning, third time, no, don't do that. Go for just one particular beginning so that that gets registered in your mind and you just practice that particular beginning. Because in your exam, you're going to write down just one job application. So you need not have all the three. These are just for your choice. Then the second paragraph. In the second paragraph, like I have the required requisite qualifications. Requisite, required. If you don't have, forget the word requisite, you could go for the word required. I have the required qualifications and the experience for the said post, or the second option, I hold master's degree in journalism and mass communication from Aligarh Muslim University, depending upon the question, what the question is. And I'm currently working as a reporter for a local channel from Meerut. Then your third paragraph. State what makes you so much interested in the particular company. Also mention what people and events have inspired you to apply for this post. Now, again, you have 2-3 options. I am a laborious person for writing and journalism. If provided with a chance in your organization, I'll do my job with zeal and dedication. I'm a laborious person and have a flair, there's this word, and have a flair. And have a flair for writing. If provided with a chance in your organization, I will do my job with zeal and dedication. Now the third option, you don't have to write all three, only one. I'm sincere, honest and laborious person with excellent communication skills. If provided an opportunity in your company, I will surely prove my worth. Then the last, that's just one line, that's just the concluding line. Conclude your cover letter on a positive and hopeful note. Again, you have 3 options. Out of 3, pick up one. I look forward for an early call from you. Or the next option, I shall highly appreciate, appreciate, there's something, appreciation for that. All right. I would be grateful for an early response. Next. Now, there's just options I'm giving you. The content for the middle paragraph, just either if it's for the job of an accountant, or if it's a job for a manager catering, what are lines you could include like this, Now, suppose the question says that apply for the job of an accountant. So, in your cover letter, in the middle paragraph, I'm a commerce graduate from Banaras Hindu University, Varanasi. Mention the university, mention the place. I possess proficiency in accounting and computer software. Suppose if it's for manager catering, I hold a degree in hotel management and catering. I did specialization in catering. I have 2 years work experience. I have worked in a 5-star hotel looking after catering services. See, you are just in class 12th. You've not gone through any such things. You have to frame it. So just imagine that, all right, this is how you are going to write down depending upon the question. Here are the certain changes that you'll be making. Otherwise, your beginning and your conclusion remains the same. Now we go for a solved example. Write an application. Always remember, must include a resume. Resume, CV, curriculum vitae, all stands for the same thing, right? Write an application including a resume in 100 to 120 words for the post of receptionist advertised in a national newspaper by RFL School, Noida. You are Aman/Anita. Now, first comes your address, then there's a gap of a line, you write down the date, then again there's a gap of a line, and then to whom you are applying. The principal, RFL School, Noida. No? There's this gap here, there's no gap in between. M114 Atta Chowk, Noida was given to us in the question. A gap of a line, date, then there's a gap, then the name of the school and the principal to whom you are applying. Then again there's a gap of a line. Subject, application for the post of receptionist. Sir, ma'am, in response to your advertisement published in the Hindu on 29th April 2022 for the post of receptionist, I offer my candidature for your consideration. So just 2 to 3 lines in the beginning, not beyond that. Then you change your paragraph. Then you mention about from where you have received your qualification. I'm a graduate in arts from SNDT University. I have also done a secretarial practice course from YWCA Delhi. I'm well versed in shorthand and MS Office, because the question is mention about good communication skills, could mention about knowledge of computers. Add on those things in your this paragraph. Don't over exaggerate, but then certain things which a receptionist needs to have. I would request you to consider my application for the post, looking forward to a positive reply. Thanking you, yours truly, Aman, or anyone you will mention, not both. You will not mention both, just one you would mention. And then this is enclosure. What do you mean by enclosure? Enclosure means what all you are enclosing with it, what all you are adding on with it. So here we are enclosing a resume, a CV, right? Okay. Now we go with the resume. Now the resume name, there will be just one name. Aman Sharma, father's name, Mr. K. Sharma, then the gender, marital status, address, email ID. See, email ID needs to be there, address needs to be there, then the contact number needs to be there. Then you mention about your date of birth, and then comes down to your academic qualifications. Secretarial practice course from YWCA Delhi in August 2019. You have to spontaneously go on framing. Don't just go around calculating the ages and everything, Then BA from SNDT University. Then you mention about the SSC from St. Pedro Mahi with 68%. Languages known, because it's the post of a receptionist. So a receptionist needs to know English and needs to know other languages too. English, Marathi, Hindi, Konkani, French. Hobbies, reading and listening to music. Then comes your declaration. I hereby declare that the information furnished above is true to the best of my knowledge. Then you put on the date, and then you put on your place, and then you put on your signatures, like just mention Aman. So that the entire information given by you is authentic and is correct. Then this chapter assessment, you were Ayaz Zoha Ahmed of 35, Ramnagar, Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh. You are a music enthusiast and a certified traditional music teacher. St. Marcus School, Bhopal has advertised the requirement of a music teacher in a national daily. You decide to apply for the post, write a letter in 100 to 120 words, responding to the same, submitting your candidature with a detailed biodata. Value points that you could include: ability to provide the best service at school, experience of 6 years, could be beyond that, could be less. These are just the points, value points. All the requirements will be sufficient. Include a biodata. With this, we conclude your job application. Ensure that you practice sufficient questions in order to get a complete grasp over your job applications. Thank you. Take care. All the best.